After fast start, electric cars need a recharge as range limits, cost leave some drivers skeptical. Associated Press. While sales of electric vehicles surge in China, adoption of more environmentally friendly vehicles is stumbling in the United States and Europe as carmakers and governments struggle to meet years-old promises about affordability and charging stations. Adding to those headwinds, an incoming new U.S. president who has disparaged government support for electric vehicles. China is the exception. Below are your comments. I'd gladly have considered an EV when I replaced my car a year ago. However, the prices for an EV even with the rebates would still be significantly more than the cost of the hybrid I bought. I did the math for the 10-year cost of the cars and there was no way any EV I could have bought would have been cheaper in the end than my hybrid. Perhaps if I already had solar panels on my roof it might have worked out, and if the home I live in actually could get sun. Heavily wooded lot with barely any sun hitting the roof. Throw in the fact that it is very likely that home electricity rates are going to go up sharply over the next 10 years and it just wouldn't make sense to go with an EV. China's EVs are a fraction of the cost, are powered mostly by coal, and the citizens do not do long road trips. Cleaner is up for debate depending on how you rate the environmental damage. As for the first world, EVs have, and will only have, a niche with wealthy urbanites who also have an ICE vehicle, or more. My neighbor is probably typical. They have a Tesla to tick that box, a Subaru Outback to satisfy that need and a Honda S2000 to scratch that itch. They do not have an EV for the concept to save the planet. Without the subsidies there would have been no start at all. As soon as the subsidies end, the sales will end. That's what happened in China. It will happen here. Thank goodness. Electric cars aren't going away. 0. They are essential for planet warming carbon emissions reductions. The essential and planet parts might not add up. 0. If America and Europe go all EV, it will help in those areas. And if China and India continue to build and operate millions more vehicles even if 50% are electric, but most of the electricity is generated by coal and gas, the global emissions will rise. So EVs are not essential. What is essential is the reduction of global consumption and production of products with plastics, steel and concrete, also known as modern society and progress. Not going to happen. Planet Earth does not need saving. Humans want to save their perception of what they think the world should be. What they say and do every day are in direct conflict. Politicians exploit this for votes. I wonder how many of these early adopters of EVs kept their EV long enough to have to change out the battery? That would be the true cost of ownership. The battery 7.5 amp battery for my Ego lost 50% of its charge after 5 years in the OEM replacement $380, Amazon. I figured it cost me about $4 each time I mower plus charging cost. Gas in my area has been under $4 a gallon for some time, and I can mower the yard about 3 times with a gallon. I went back to a gas mower. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you like it, please thumbs up.